All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone whom taught us this truth. Shalom to the brothers and a few sisters seeking and pushing Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bahasham Rakakwadash. In truth and sincerity. All right, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Radazah, which means Lord willing, the lesson be edifying, correct, and direct to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. All right, I'm the brother Adanya from the GMS Chicago branch. All right, and the title of this lesson is the faith by works reward is coming quickly. Because Yahweh Shai said he coming quickly. All right, and his reward gonna be with him. Those that wait patiently, all right, and occupy in his name in truth and sincerity. Jacob's trouble is coming quickly. All right, World War III is coming quickly. All of the prophecies that Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, told us about, all right, they pretty much at the door. All things pretty much lined up, So with that being said, the reward of the elect is also coming. And Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai told us to put on as the elect, man. That's why you see these videos getting pushed. Jay going to the highways and byways, etc., etc. But, so that faith by works reward is coming, man. Okay, so this the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. I'm going to just start at 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, right? And the only way you're going to know any signs, all right, like the Matthew, the 24th chapter, is if you read, man, if you occupied in prophecy, if you're involved in his work. Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, another sign is that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning and follower. And we have Edomites ruling. Verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. And that's the time period that we in now. We in the end of the end, like the elder Jeremiah always says. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings, and effects and signs. It says, and everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, by the works and by faith. So as a man, as an Israelite man, what are the works of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai? The scripture said, if you love me, then go and feed the flock, go and feed the sheep. He said what? To make your body a living sacrifice. He said to go out to the highways and byways. So if you're not doing those things, then you have no works. All right? And as a woman, what are your works? To believe and to follow and to be loyal, chaste for your husband, man. Those are the works. So if you out here playing the harlot, like the scripture said you was going to do, if you out here being a hoe, like the scripture said you going to do, and you're not being loyal to your man of the Lord, or your man in general, then you have no works. So you have no faith. All right? Because if you had works, if you had faith, then it would be shown in your actions. All right? And that's what the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles, the elders on down, have been made an example of faith. By what? By their works. And it goes into that, but I'm not thinking about the wicked right now. So this is the book of James, chapter 2, in verse 17, it says, even so faith, if it have not worked, is dead being alone. Yes, you could say you believe in the Lord all day. You could believe you righteous all day. But what are your works? As a man, what are you doing? Have you made your body a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, or are you doing your own thing? Well, otherwise, that's death, man. As a woman, what are you doing? You say you want to be righteous, you believe in God, but you did 10 dicks this week. You know, that's dead. Your faith is dead, man. Verse 18, yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Okay? And that's what you see every week that the apostles, the elders, go out to teach. Men who believe, who go out to teach. Every time you see a video being made, man, that's faith by their works, man. Okay? And so what? For that faith by the works, there's a reward. Okay, so this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, right? And now we know that faith and works go hand in hand. You don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai if you're just being a nigger or you're just being a hoe. You don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You have no works to back them up. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Okay? So, hey, that reward is coming. You know? Hey, all these things lining up. Hey, you have no reason to fear. This is everything that you know that the righteous have been hoping for, man. You know, we can't wait till this place get destroyed and goes up that day of doom. You know? Can't wait, man. All right, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has put the spirit on the elect to be patient and suffer through it and wait, and that's what you call faith. All right, why? By their actions, man. Okay. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen, O Yahweh, besides thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him. Yeah, so waiting and being occupied in his truth is of showing your faith to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know? I had one more I wanted to get before this. It's the book of Luke, chapter 18, verse 28. It says, then Peter said, lo, we have left all and followed thee. Yeah, man. Hey, you leave your family? If the woman break bad with your children, all right, you let her go, you know. Yeah, so hey, you know what life, man? What things? None of these things. That's why the scripture said that we count all things dung that we may gain Yahweh Shai. All right, because in him we have peace, man. You know, so all these things, these carnal things these worldly things, you know, they all minute compared to what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has in store for the elect, man. You know, verse 29, and he said unto them, verily I say unto you, there is no man that have left house. You give up whatever it is, man, your own house even, or parents, or brethren, or wife, or children, for the kingdom of Yahweh's sake, right? Like myself, I don't have the mother of my children. I don't have my sons, you know. But what? We keep pressing toward the mark through the strength and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, putting that spirit on us, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, it's only through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that we have strength, man. All right? And only through him we have hope. Only through him do he charge us daily to continue in his faith, all right, to give us peace of mind, man. All right, verse 30, who shall not receive manyfold more in this present time and in the world to come everlasting, life everlasting. So, hey, ultimately, all these things, whatever hurdle, affliction, whatever, you continuing in this work, showing your faith by your works, you know, it's gonna just relieve. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said he gonna wipe away all tears. There's gonna be no more sorrows. Right, but it starts with having this faith, which is doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why the scripture say, why call you me Lord, Lord, and you do not the things I say? You're not feeding the lambs. You're not occupying until he come. You're not suffering for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're not being a brother. You know? But the elect are. Revelation 3:10. And they're gonna have the elect are gonna have a reward. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shairat, the Zabi of that number. And you 2/3 niggas, man, even if you know you're an Israelite or don't or whatever, you know, you ain't serving Yahweh Bashim Al-Shairat in truth and sincerity. You teaching the off doctrine. You using this truth for a cloak of maliciousness. All right, you about to die with the heathen, man. All right, if as a woman you sneaking off on your man and taking off with the kids, you're about to die a grievous death, man. Revelation 3:10. But the elect they're about to be at peace. All the things that the Lord told us was gonna happen, that 1,000 was gonna fall on the left and 10,000 on the right, and nothing was gonna touch us. We're about to see that. We're about to live through it, man. You know, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shairat, the Zabi of that number, the elect number, man. You know, the 144,000. You know, the 1/3. Verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? Jacob's trouble. The implementation of the MOTB, the RFID microchip, death, destruction. It's going to get terrible. There's going to be a time like never before. All right, but the elect are at peace through these things. Why? Because what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has prepared us through these things mentally through the Spirit. And we believe, we still have the word, so we believe that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to make good on his promises. The more chaotic this world get, the closer we are to the return of Yahushua to come in and establish order. All right, but if you haven't been doing no works, the Lord is not going to defend you. The Lord is not going to save you. You know, you're going to be subject to the elements. How you keeping the word of his patience and you just being a nigger? You don't go out to teach. You knew you was an Israelite. You don't even go out to teach, nigger. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Yup, not even yourself, man. So ultimately, hey, the reward, the faith by works reward is coming quickly, man. And the water Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, you know, Mashiach, for all things. But, you know, with that, Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, Mashiach Radazah, which means Lord's willing. The lesson was edifying, correct, and direct to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, Mashiach. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bashim, Kakudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the brothers and the very few sisters seeking and pushing Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bashim, Kakudash, in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Marquam, Yasharala, and above.